Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to my channel. This is Denise here, and this is the Treasure of a Crafty Mind YouTube channel. And today is Craftspiration Collaboration with Mermaid Cove Studio and myself, and it is hashtag scrappyhappy. So if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you will consider subscribing. And to all of you that are here and have been supporting me, thank you so much. I love you bunches. You just make me feel so much more confident. Every time I do a video, it gets better. But then there's times where I think, oh, should I be posting every day? You know, I just don't know. I try, and then, but you know, I'm not going to dwell on that. Let's not dwell on that. It is Craftspiration Collaboration, and I would love to share with you what I made. All right, so to start with, I have this die set here that makes I don't know if it's a Frankenstein, or I get the impression that it's more like a zombie. But anyway, here's the pieces. You get the little cup. It's like a mug, right? So you get that piece, you get this piece. I believe it came from Temu. And then you get these little pieces here, and then there we go. And then you also get the handle. So I could not find a way to put the die set together, and I would, you know, you never know until you play around with it. But I thought, how cute for Halloween, for a child's treat bag or something. Huh? And I just was goofing around, you know, but I think it's actually kind of cute. And I could have easily switched out the pink for red or orange, and then it would be more for a masculine or for a little boy, you know. I don't know what to say, if that's politically correct or not. I apologize. But I just think it would be so cute for a little boy for Halloween, for a treat bag. Okay, and then the sentiments came from the Caliup store, I believe. But they have they're the shadow words, right? I believe so, because you can do a backing, but I didn't. I just did eek and boo. I almost forgot to mention that. Okay, and let's see, now let me move on to the next one. Okay, and now I have this pumpkin shaker tag, and I want to say this is a KF's Crafts tag. I'm not sure. I got it from AliExpress, I believe. And so here is my shaker pumpkin tag. And I used the teeny tiny little ball bearings. And I found these on Amazon a very long time ago, a couple of years ago. So they work really good for narrower shakers that maybe you don't want to make them super thick. But there we go. And what I did here, the bats and the spider, I used some trim, like tool trim. And the bats and the spider come from this pumpkin mug shaker that I know for a fact is KF's Crafts. And I made this shaker mug. And the party is from this sentiment die set. The Hello Fall came with the tag, and the flower is from this set here. The fancy layer flowers from KS Crafts. And these are from a couple years back too, I believe. So I love going in and multitasking with different die sets and coming up with some projects. And I used pink foam. The sprinkles were a part of the die set, and the ghost. It's a large die set, and the straw. But I love how the ball bearings sound. There's a little ASMR. Okay, so now the next one. Okay, and then I finally got in and played with the Trick or Treat bag topper from last year or the year before. I have a lot of dies I haven't used, so and then I used the American Crafts Happy Halloween paper pad pack 2. This is a digital that I purchased from American Crafts. Okay, and so here's the bag topper, and I used this hot pink eyelet trim, green gold foil, just some regular pumpkin orange cardstock, and you can see one of the pages from the digital collection. And then the back came from the shaker mug set. Isn't that cute? And just real simple. And I fussy cut one of the ephemera pieces. I threw that into Canva and printed them up, and I just fussy cut it myself. I just think that's super cute and quick and ready to go for a Happy Meal or swap packaging. Okay, and then here we have, just for personal fun, for messing around, sometimes you don't know what papers you want to use until you play with the die set. And so this is my first go of working with this particular die set. But this is the KS Crafts, I want to say Storybook large book mini album. And then not too long ago they came out with the edition for it that makes the oh my gosh, Hocus Pocus version, the Hocus Pocus book. So if you're familiar with Hocus Pocus, it is inspired by that. And so I did make a dangle. I made a quick dangle, wire wrapped it, and then I punched holes so I could use ring binders, or binder rings. And I used a googly eye for the eye, and you get the twist the bones and bend the back. And so I did a combination of black cardstock, so you can see I've got the glittery cardstock for the top scarring. I used brown paper packaging. Sometimes you'll get a box from Amazon or another company, and they will put the craft paper in it, and since it's all wrinkled, I just went ahead and glued it down and left the wrinkles, and I inked them up, and I think it looks like skin. Oh my gosh. So anyway, real quick, scrappy crafting. I had a bunch of pieces laid around, and I just wanted to see how the book went together, and I used another die to make the pockets. So anyway, and then you get with the die set, the edition, you get the the candle to make the black candle, and you get the words that say black flame. And there we go. So I just thought that was really fun just to play around, and I put it together. Okay, and lastly, I want to share, this is also along the lines of digitals that I hadn't used, but I can't remember now which company you get. Whoops, what kitty cat hair, oh my goodness. Okay, so it's not supposed to be this small. You can send it into your Cricut or Silhouette software, even possibly Canva, and enlarge it. It says it is supposed to be 9.3 inches wide when it's printed out. So, but I just thought it was so cute how tiny it printed out, and I went ahead and I glued it up, and I used some little digitals that I printed up from the Happy Halloween ephemera. I went into Canva and I sized them, printed them out, fussy cut, and just added a sweet Prima flower. Look at the little Nomi. Isn't it cute? This would be perfect for candies. You know, you could probably put 2 or 3 of the nugget size Hershey's in them. Or you could put Snickers in there, a couple of the snack size candy bars. I just went ahead and squeezed it in. I punched a hole, and then I just ran this ribbon through. And inside, you guys, because I printed that one up, I printed up this one up too, and it came out Matchbox car size. But look at this little ice cream truck. I couldn't resist doing it, but when I printed it up, I was just playing around one day, and it came out this size. And I folded it up and I glued it together, and you could put a little candy in there, and you could leave one side open. You could even just tear it open. It's a one and done. But I just couldn't resist, and I thought how cute it fits in this little bag. So perfect. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you are inspired to play with some dies that you haven't played with. Maybe you have some of these dies too, and I just think they're super cute, and now they're ready for some Happy Mail or a swap, but I'm not doing a swap, so I'm going to say Happy Mail. But, and my spooky little Twist the Bones book. So, alright, I will see you in my next video. Have a great day, and I will see you then. Bye!